problem with society these days is that kids are paying to watch these Marvel movies and stare at their phone screens and TVs all day when they should be paying to watch book. So to fix that, I'm going to force these Zoomer Yu-Gi-Oh players to watch book. Here's a deck with 26 book. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go read book. The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Chapter 1. In my younger and more vulnerable years. So here you can see we've opened pretty good. We have book, and then we have book. But also we have 2 copies of the sprites and a sprite starter. But much more importantly, we have book. So really, you know, we have everything. We have everything. Our opponent's on stun, by the way. Just bullshit all around here. Very bad bullshit. They're on magical mallet, for fuck's sake, but that's not important. What is important is that we're going to grab book. And then book, well, that's going to get us to book. And then we're going to special summon, activate starter, special summon, search. I don't even know why I'm on these cards. They're so bad. They're literally not even books. Anyways, we're going to draw 2 cards, and the best 2. The best 2. And then we're going to draw 1 more. And it's the best one. It's another book. And we search 2, and you already know we're special summoning book in the end phase, baby. It just doesn't get better than the end. It's all gone. Unfortunately, our opponent is very bad at the game and forgot to take away book from our field. They're going to skill drain, soul drain, will prison. They're so good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and banish the only one I actually care about. And I'm just going to kill my opponent dead now. So, you know, they're at 6k, and seeing that I have more than enough link material to just kill, they just scoop them up because, you know, they just don't want to read. They don't want to read. That's the problem with today's society. They just don't want to. And we're back again with yet another matchup against stun. This time it's runic. It's runic stun. It's more competent stun. But unfortunately for them, we've drawn book. Unfortunately for us, we've lost the die roll. Our opponent is going to start with the most powerful term on board. Fountain. Pass. Unfortunately for them, we've got book. So we're going to fire off Book of Judgment. Normal summon book. It's the librarian. We're getting the Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. We're going to banish a couple of books. How dare they? How dare they destroy the library's resources like this? They should be ashamed of themselves. They're going to draw a couple cards, and we're going to starter before they potentially draw into an Ash, because really I care about the body more than I care about the search. We search Carrot, and that's going to force out the Spelling. Unfortunately for us, our opponent, that Heathen, that Monster, they've banished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books so far. We have to kill them. We have to kill them for this. We're going to get Aperia, Honorary Librarian Aperia. We're going to draw, a book, broken. We're going to get in for a little bit of damage. We can't really find our way to lethal because we're too locked, but that's fine. Because Spellbook of Judgment's going to find us so many books, baby. And we get the blue boy. So we're ending on Masquerena, Carrot, a level 2, and book. Broken. Our opponent draws returns to the 3rd fountain, which, rookie mistake, you shouldn't be on that many. And they miss a book. We're going to negate the fountain. They're going to Freezing Crystals. We're going to IP, and they're going to Flashing Fire to special summon. And in my infinite wisdom, I don't notice that this is special summoning. I think that they're trying to destroy my Masquerena, so it will resolve without effect. So I chain Book of Eclipse to force through this Carrot negate. So they special summon Munin and add a Lure. And yeah, I suppose I'll take it. I guess it all works out in my favor. Anyways, for turn we draw another book. So we'll flip summon Carrot, activate Secrets, we'll grab fucking anything. We're out of targets, so we're just gonna go ahead and remove the field spell, and our opponent just scoops it up. They're just too scared of book. What can I say? Now here we're going to be facing off against not a stun deck for once. Thank God. It's Unchained Labyrinth. What's the synergy? I think that the Labyrinth cards and the Unchained cards both kind of say Fiend on them somewhere. I don't know. Our opponent makes the rookie mistake of setting 4 before they activate their starter. So we're going to go ahead and Ash that trap card. And that's just going to prompt a pass from our opponent. Anyways, we're going to start with an equally powerful board. They're going to get Welcome Labyrinth, but we don't care about that. We don't mind, because we've got Book. Then we're going to Book. And then we're going to do it again. And it's Spellbook of Fate. We're going to go ahead and banish a card. It's going to stipe the Lovely Labyrinth. We're going to draw 2, set 4, search 4, summon Buku. This is broken. This is an FTK. This is 4 books with 4 more in the hand. And 1 more on the field. How do you beat that? That's like 10 books. Our opponent's going to pop one of our books, which is going to let them set another copy of Escape. Then they're going to activate Abominable Chamber, summon back Clifford over here. We're going to activate Spellbook of Fate to force out this copy of Escape, but unfortunately that makes us, at point of resolution, have to bounce our own book. They're going to set Welcome Labyrinth, Abominable Chamber, and a drawn Welcome Labyrinth. I don't know what this is, so I'm fucking shitting myself, because this is the only potential point where action can happen. So we're going to go ahead and Secrets. They're going to Welcome. They got Labyrinth Archfiend, which is going to activate, which I've never read this card in my goddamn life. I'm terrified at this point in the game, right? But yeah, it is what it is. By the way, this Spellbook of Fate banished the unknown set Welcome Labyrinth. So anyways, I'm reading this and I'm just shitting myself trying to figure out what the hell they're going to be setting. And they set this card I've legitimately never seen in my life. You could tell me that this was like a Reddit custom and I would believe you. Anyways, we're going to normal summon Spellbook of Prophecy. Overlay for Skycav. We're just going to go ahead and put that back into the hand if we can. Just because I want to make Zeus, but more importantly, I also just don't... I didn't read this, so I just refused to see if this has any relevant text. I opt not to make Zeus here because of Sharvara making it really annoying, because it doesn't trigger when it's destroyed, it just triggers when it's sent to the graveyard. That I can't cut my opponent entirely on Unchained background, so I opt to just use the double cross in hand to blank potential copies of Ruha, like what they drew. So now they're pretty much stuck on those 2, but they are still able to play. So they make Yama, activate Shavra, setting the Fair Welcome, because I know that they don't have any more ways to extend that are on field. So they've probably got some flavor of Link Climb shenanigans. So I just decided to book their material in my Skycav. Our opponent attacks in, thinking that they can destroy it by battle. Unfortunately, my Sky Cavalry has red, much like me, and unlike our opponent, so we just go ahead and put that one back into the extra deck. Here, we're just going to go ahead and switch to attack, get in for some damage. I missed out on the potential damage of Sprite Red, but I didn't want to normal summon it. I kind of wanted to hold this for later in case we draw another Sprite name. Our opponent goes for a Ruha, and we're just going to go ahead and Zeus the field. And never punish, there's Sprite Blue. We're going to just go ahead and search Sprite Jet. Jet grabs Starter. Starter grabs Carrot. And we're going to go ahead and Gigantic Sprite because, you know, Aruha's floating effect is really good when there's a valid summon. But when you're 2 locked, it gets a lot worse. So we're just going to go ahead and clear the field, put our opponent on a top deck and a prayer. And we've got an Ash Blossom and an IP Masquerena. Our opponent adds our normal summons Ariane. We're just going to go ahead and spin that back. I'm not going to read it, but they didn't activate an effect on summon, and they'll concede. Now that we've fixed the issue with children not watching enough book, I have to go. There's more pressing matters I need to deal with. I've heard about this thing the youths like called TikTok that might just connect to the Wi-Fi, and we both know we can't have any of